From a culture standpoint on defense, I felt like we were in a really good place. But at the same time, from a coaching perspective, us learning our players at a higher level and really adapting the scheme to them. And I can't say that I did that the entire year for them and was the best version of myself for them. So now it was just infusing this group with a little bit more talent. So I'll start with Sauce. He's just got tremendous length at the position. So that's the first thing that just jumps out at you. He checks all those boxes as far as the matchup's concerned. He's not going to get big boyed out there by anybody. So you see him right here. He's working in the slot, getting his hands on. I mean, more times than not, you see reps like this where just receivers absolutely give up on plays because of the length, because of the strength, because of the foot quickness, and because of the dog mentality that he has to challenge you at the line of scrimmage too. This was like the next phase of really studying him. This is him up top. I could show you a million reps that look like this at the end of the play, where he is absolutely connected, like he is off the board. Up top, working against Jamison, probably one of the fast receivers that's come out of college football in a long time, It's really cool that he was not able to leave Sauce. He was not able to get separation from him. He was not able to run by him. This is what plays looked like when they were matched up together, consistently connected to him. There's guys that are great at the line of scrimmage. There's guys that are great in phase and can stay connected to routes. But what's really rare, especially for a college guy, is to have this poise at the catch point that allows him to do this. And you just see him as he gets targeted, like absolutely zero panic in his game. Like all those other things say first round pick to me, but this is where you say like top 5 pick. Here's a really good rep of Alabama. This is a demonstration of awareness, of effort, of toughness, but of the whole thing. Him understanding what's coming on and off the block, and then to throw it in there. Like it's just, you don't find it a lot, especially with these high-level corners. And this is all over his tape. And then as you learned him, not just the football player, but the man, he started checking even more boxes for us. So it's a guy that we're all excited about his future.
Well, the fact that they were able to get Garrett Wilson at 10 and then Jermaine Johnson at 26 trading back into the first round is spectacular.
Jermaine, he was a guy that, I would have been absolutely ecstatic if we took him at 10, So the fact that we got him whenever we got him, whatever the pick was, I was blown away because to me, he was a top 10 talent, and I really believe that he'll become that. First of all, from a physical standpoint, he checked a lot of boxes. He had length and speed, which is obviously, that's kind of the foundation of most good rushers. And then you start really analyzing the tape, and here's a guy with pass rush skill. He understands how to rush. You see the tackle overset him right here. He wins inside, he reduces surface on the next blocker, and then the ability to finish. In this league, if you only have finesse, if you only have pass rush skill, if you only have hands, you'll be very incomplete, and you're not gonna be a 10-plus sack a year type guy. You have to have a power element to your game. You have to, and he definitely puts this on tape as well. Like he's got the ability to absolutely melt the pocket. So he's demonstrating skill, he's demonstrating power, and right here demonstrating just a relentless mindset to get to the ball. This is when you just fight for a guy and you want him part of your team, and he just stands for all the right stuff. He's different. And then he's also a guy that when he does win, he consistently finds the ball, which all great rushers do. And then what I love is, more times than not, normal ball in the NFL, I set the edge, outside arm and leg free. I did my job. Like we preach in this building, that's not enough. And he already embodies that mindset. So here he is, setting an edge, showing the level of physicality, toughness, willingness to be a good run defender, and then the shed and the finish on the ball. A lot of guys just wrap up and make this tackle. To me, he's going in there with bad intentions, a level of physicality that you don't see with a guy typically with this skill set that he has. I thought we've had a tremendous start so far, phase 1. To see the level of commitment from these guys, the guys on this defense are demonstrating what it's going to take to become the defense that we want to become. But it's going to take a relentless attitude and mindset to find our inches every day in all that we do.
I've always wanted to do this.
Sauce Gardner.
Garrett Wilson.
Jermaine Johnson, Flight 2022.
Flight 2022.
Flight 2022.
After an electric round one, the freshly formed trio flew back to the east, settling into their new home.
It's been the best 24 hours I can remember, filled with so many blessings and great people around me. And now to be in New York, it's been a busy 24 hours, but like I said, it's been special.
Man, it's insane. I feel like I was on a roller coaster. My heart dropped as soon as my phone started ringing. Man, I'm so blessed to just be here. Coach Salah, fellow Detroiter, man, it's just a blessing.
So I was like, come get me. And he was like, I will. And so Coach Salah said the same thing, and he told me to go tell everybody else. I said, come get me and everything like that. So they definitely lived up to it. I'm super excited.
The Jets got playmaker at corner, playmaker at receiver, and potential difference maker at rush ends. And I think this is a franchise-changing draft for the New York Jets. You get Sauce Gardner at 4.
We can just leave the bags in here and just grab it when he wants to change. Oh, thank you.
What's going on? How are you?
Cool last night. We just figure out what you were wearing, but that was cool.
Yeah, yes sir, yes sir.
That was one of a kind.
Yes sir.
We're so happy to get you.
Man, I'm happy to be here.
Jared, how's it feel to be home, man?
Man, it feels awesome. It already feels like home. So I just can't wait to get up here and have it be permanent. This is awesome.
Yeah, it's really. We got a little tease this morning. Got to sleep like 2.5 hours. Tired.
Welcome, man. Good to see you. Nice to be here. How you doing?
Joe Deason. How's it going?
Tatum. Nice to meet you.
Great to see you, brother.
Great, man.
This is a good feeling. Seeing all you guys together.
Yeah.
Feeling good? You get a little sleep?
I did. So on the plane in.
Yeah.
I like it.
What's up? Congratulations. This is awesome. This is awesome.
The three of you guys are going to be linked, and a lot of fans and the franchise itself think this could be a pivotal moment for the team. You guys are looked at as being those type of players.
Yeah, that's part of it. But we come from the limelight. It ain't nothing new to us, and we've been leaned on before. As those guys on the team. So, I think we're gonna attack it. And again, I think we ain't gonna do nothing else but be ourselves and the best teammates we can be. And when it comes to that, it's gonna come of it. But I'm extremely excited because not only what these guys can do on the field, but the men they are off the field. That's important to this culture and to this organization.
It's kind of similar to Cincinnati. I came when the train was just starting to roll, and I feel like that's why I feel like I know what it takes to win. I'm willing to sacrifice and do whatever it takes so that way we can win, so I feel like it's God's plan just being here.
We can be really special, it's a unit with a lot of talent. And, if we come in with the right attitude, ready to work and, really try and build up this chemistry in the offense and get rolling, I'm excited to see what we'll do this season.
Ascending to greatness is the goal, and for the franchise's newest first-rounders, the path starts here.
It feels great, man. It feels like home already, even though it really is home.
feel like I've been here.
These are all Ring of Honor recipients, some in the Hall of Fame. Just the most recent guy inducted in the Hall of Fame, Kevin Mawai, bottom right. Above him, Curtis Martin. Those are the last two inductees. Kevin Mawai is the first Hawaiian American to be inducted in the Hall of Fame.
I did a lot.
What has your journey been like, and how has it prepared you for this moment?
It's been long. It's been kind of hectic, but you know, if I didn't care about it, if I didn't love it, and you know, if I wasn't who I knew I was, I wouldn't have made it through it. It's that simple. So I like to say my journey speaks for my character. It just does. Nobody has really gone on a journey like I've gone on and ended up kind of where I am. So it just speaks for itself, and you know, I'm excited to bring everything I have to offer to this organization.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been the ultimate competitor, and I've always been someone that held myself to a high standard. And you know, I feel like when you're motivated that way, it doesn't stop. You know, I just want to play until I can't no more. And you know, I'm so blessed to be in this position where I can play for a living.
When I was younger playing football, Little League football, my Little League coach gave me the nickname. Full name was A1 Sauce Sweet Feet Gardner. But as I got to getting older and older, we had to abbreviate a little bit because it was sounding a little childish. You know, but he gave me the nickname just because, like, the swagger I had, I still had that same level of confidence. You know, the only thing that's changed is my age.
It's the future.
The whole defense coming in? We got a whole lot of trash talk. Just say it.
Go Jets, go Jets.
Talking crazy.
Man, look, I like
hey, I'm happy it's two defensive guys versus one.
Hey,
you know?
Hey, I get down in practice. That's what I do.
That's crazy.
With 3 aces already in the fold, the Jets are prepared to reshuffle the deck entering round 2 with a diamond on the table.
We are by the fountains on the lake or lagoon or whatever you want to call it, right off of Las Vegas Boulevard. It is time for the second and third rounds of the draft.
The last 2 years, we've had a lot of draft capital, and ultimately, we've just tried to follow the board. And if there's an opportunity that presents itself with a player that we feel can come in and help us, we'll be aggressive. Our process with the coaching staff and our scouting staff, it all leads to that weekend and our ability to maneuver around the board.
This is the type of night that you really build your roster. That's what I love about night 2.
This is the strength of this draft, too. It's really the sweet spot of this draft. When you look at the fact we haven't had a running back or a tight end go, you can get the best one in this entire draft tonight.
Tampa Bay is now on the clock.
There we go. We got action.
Hey, what do you think? If we just 146 straight up. All right, if Tennessee doesn't talk about all right.
Tennessee has submitted its pick. The New York Giants are now on the clock.
Roger McCreary.
All right, 38 and 146 for 36. All right, we're good. Yeah, join. Okay, all right, awesome. Thanks. Playmakers. I'm getting traded. There's no
Hello.
Brees.
What's up?
What's up, man? This is Rex with the Jets.
How you doing?
We're on the clock, man. We're trading up for you.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Ready to run the rock?
Yeah, for sure.
Let's do this, man. Let's run New York. Got everybody on the phone here. They want to talk to you, man. We're fired up.
Reese! What's up?
What up, man?
I'm good. I'm doing good right now.
Hey, I know it's been a long couple days, but congratulations. We got an exciting thing going on here, man. And we have a hell of a group, and we're young, we're hungry, and you're going to add an explosiveness to this team that we're gonna love it, man.
He's elusive. He's fast. He's extremely fast. He can catch the ball out of the backfield. You think of him really as a 3-down back, and so we're really excited, super excited to get Brees in the fold and see what happens.
Brees!
What's up?
Joe Douglas, man. How you doing? Dude, we got another weapon, dude. Listen, we are so fired up to add you to this team.
Hey, Brees.
What's up?
What's up is you're coming here. We are so happy, and you're going to love it here.
Hey, it's Rex again.
What's up?
Dude, man, we're so jacked. Hey, enjoy this moment. Get ready to run the hell out of this thing, man.
I got you for sure.
Who was it? Jets?
Love when a plan comes together.
Yeah. With the 36th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Breece Hall, running back, Iowa State.
So let me just understand this. You can have an argument as to Sauce Gardner or Stingley, right?
Correct.
You can have an argument to Garrett Wilson and other people, correct?
Correct.
Jermaine Johnson and other defensive ends.
Absolutely.
And then Breece Hall is your top running back on the board. Did the Jets potentially get the best at each one of those positions?
I think you all know who number one is. Mr. Breece Hall, New York Jets from Iowa State.
The All-American, Breece Hall. Breece Hall, are you kidding me? Just an explosive running back. Breece Hall, painted once again.
I try and find somebody who has more of impact than Breece Hall, and I can't find anyone.
That's why he's one of the best running backs in America, folks. He's got Breece Hall wide open. He slips the man and scores his third touchdown today. Breece Hall, first down, run and more. Foot races on. He cuts the cross. Breece Hall angling to the pylon, and he's in for the Cyclones score.
I love Breece Hall. He was running back one. He's the best guy in this draft in terms of making people miss.
Hall out of the backfield, the spin at the 10. Breece Hall, touchdown, Iowa State. That's a big gain right away, Breece Hall. And Hall takes a man with him.
This man, day one, is going to be ready to roll.
Hey, Jeremy. Hey, it's Joe. Douglas with the Jets.
The freaking Jets. We just kicked everybody's behind this weekend.
Now, Mel, glad to have you. Did the Jets do enough in the draft, though, to gain on the competition in the AFC East?
Hell yes, Laura,
Woo,
they did.
Mel.
JR, congratulations on the move.
Jeremy Rucker, the tight end from Ohio State. This is sort of a hometown pick. He's from Lindenhurst, New York. That is Suffolk County, Long Island. That is most definitely Jets country.
My dad was holding that growl for a while, and once he let it out and everybody started chanting the Jets chant and giving me hugs, it was one of the best feelings I've ever had.
In the end zone. Oh, what a catch! Jeremy Rucker!
Max, what's up? This is Chris Nolan from the New York Jets. We're taking you here with our pick.
Oh, man, thank you so much.
You excited?
Oh, my God. I'm so excited, man. Thank y'all.
I've never done this before either, so it's pretty exciting.
My beloved New York Jets select Max Mitchell, tackle, Louisiana Lafayette. Let's get him, Big Hoss.
He is quick in his set. He's patient in pass pro. He does a really good job with his hands. He's got sudden hands.
I'm here to get the work done and play at a high level. MC, what's up, man? Joe Douglas, you fired up? Hell yeah, let's do it.
Rodgers sack. Michael Clemens got to him.
It's amazing what one draft class can do for the hopes of fans and analysts.
I think this is a franchise-changing draft for the New York Jets.
You know, I think we were really excited about all the guys we were able to land, and we have a specific plan for each one of them, so can't wait to get started with them and see how these guys work out for us.
All right, good afternoon. You guys good? Yes, sir. Long day. All right. Guys, this weekend's a big deal. All right, this weekend's a big deal. All right, we get to live our dreams, and it really is. Acknowledge that. A lot of us, all right, and a lot of kids in this life dream of playing professional football. All right, and for at least this weekend, you are putting on an NFL uniform, living in an NFL facility, and practicing on NFL fields. And you are a New York Jet this weekend, and that is awesome. Have some freaking fun this weekend. Enjoy it. Do not put pressure on yourself. The more pressure you put on yourself, the worse it's going to get. Just have fun. Go out there, compete, enjoy your teammates, enjoy one another, learn one another. We'll deal with the bank on Monday. You guys show me on that one? Sure. Can you cut a check? Can you have a little fun? Yes, all right, enjoy this, man. All gas? No brakes. One more time. All gas? No brakes. All right, guys, break it up.
Good position, coaches, fellas. Good position, coaches. Zone deep.
Throughout an NFL offseason, the wheel never stops turning. While the draft is in the rearview mirror, the Jets' rookie class is ready to prove they are the perfect fit for the green and white.
Well, this is the time to be optimistic, guys. So don't look now, people, but the Jets look like they're ready for takeoff. They absolutely dominated the NFL draft.
Yeah, no work. All right, we didn't use like the custom.
Oh, okay. All right. That's probably why. There you go. So
y'all already know my style, huh? You? Yeah. So what we'll do for you two, we'll get like what this is here. This is a more custom version they do. So they'll come in, they'll scan your head, and then they'll give us a layout, so it'll be a little fit better, a little better protection and everything like that. Same helmet, but just a little bit better inside.
This is really our first practice, but it's crazy.
On your mind, still. Rip the grass like walking in. Uh-oh. They ain't trouble, Mike. They ain't trouble, Mike.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, man, bring your best today, all right? Gang on 3, 1, 2, 3, gang!
You seem like a pretty low-key, mellow guy off the field, but on the field you are ferocious and people rave about your motor. How do you turn that on and off?
That's a switch, man.
Coach Sala described you as a bulldog in the run game. How would you describe yourself?
That's a pretty good word for it. I would have said dog or something like that. Just someone that's gonna, I'm gonna do my best to win every block or win every rep.
I feel like that's the type of player I am. I'm a impact player, so I feel like I could come in, and if I'm doing the right things on my P's and Q's, and I'll be able to, make a big impact and help this team out a lot. So.
whoever was best available within what Joe and his team thought and us as coaches we were going to take. So that's kind of how it fit for us. Is let's find out who the best player is. Let's rank them up, and if they're sitting there when the draft is available and in free agency, let's go get them and let's be aggressive with it. With Garrett, like the moment you put on the tape, you could just see the dynamic ability for a guy to widen a guy like that and get him flipped within the first 2 yards in bump coverage. That's pretty dynamic and explosive in an athlete. And at the same time, at the top, being able to have the power to snap it off, cross his face, all right, and make plays. Right here, they short motion him to help get the bump off. He's running somewhat down the middle of a man, which you don't want to do, but he's got such good dynamic ability where he can get outside of his frame right there, move this defender, and the strength to power through that holding. And this is one of my favorite clips because this ball is up in the air. He could care less about that defender right there. He just sees the ball, and you want to see guys be fearless. And that's what you saw time and time again from Garrett.
What intrigued you the most about Breece Hall?
We felt like just with that sheer size, that was going to be a great complement to our group. But then again, with that speed and that home run ability, we got pretty excited pretty quickly. Then you turn on the tape, and it was a highlight reel tape. To be able to, what we call slash, he's not trying to stop. He's not trying to dime this guy up. You have to go from point A to point B as fast as possible and run to green grass. And this clip right here showed us everything that, man, this guy's going to be a very, very efficient outside zone runner. And if we can get him out in space, which we feel like we'll be able to, we think there's home run ability. When we're at our best, when this offense is clicking, it's when you're running the football, keeping a defense off balance, getting the play pass, getting the keeper game going. So, I mean, that's what we're trying to do. Again, we're very happy with our running back room, But like we said, we just wanted to add to whatever group was available at the best position, whether it be free agency or the draft, and we feel like we did that at a very high level. When we met Jeremy, he unfortunately had the injury, but you can tell he loves football. And when you turn on his tape, you can just see the bend in the coil right there to get his pads underneath, get his hands right there inside, and just strain to get the block accomplished. The same thing is in the pass game. We felt like he was a savvy route runner. This is against Penn State, going up against a safety that was a very good safety that was drafted in the second round. He just gives him a little 1-2 at the top, and he's able to come out of it, cut, and make a good play on the sideline, and you could see the hands right there. And that was what was so cool about popping on his tape, and again, getting to know him at the Senior Bowl. You could tell the personality matched the trait when you put it all together. When we learned about Max, he's a kid that went to Louisiana Lafayette. He was under-recruited. He was undervalued early on, and he's basically worked himself into this position to get himself drafted. All right, he's taking a step, and he's getting around there pretty fluidly. And then at the same time, I mean, this is a big man in space leaning over right now. Here comes a safety or a linebacker, and he's able to redirect and stay balanced and get that block done. And then when you met the person, you knew that the personality and the grit was going to match the traits that we saw out of this kid.
Want to shift to the current guys?
Yeah. What you always want to do in an NFL building is create competition, just to make sure that everyone is putting their best foot forward every single day. Mike came in and had to learn the speed of the NFL game, no doubt, because it's just different. He also came in and he was very mature. He was one of the leaders of our offense very, very quickly, and it's just because of the mentality that he brought every single day. So he has tremendous patience. We know he has incredible contact balance, but there's just times you just got to put your foot in the ground, and when that crease is there, you got to get downhill. I think early on, he wasn't hitting this as fast as he possibly could. He was still being productive. He sees the lane right there, a pretty big lane, and he's hitting it. But then the special traits come out after that, the stuff that you just flat out can't coach. He's getting hit. He's got incredible contact balance, and that's how everyone always wants to describe MC is great contact balance. He's got just incredible heart. The coolest part was when he came back, he looked at me with the biggest eyes, and he's like, I got caught from behind twice. And like, it was like, all right. He's like, no, seriously, like that's what's kept me up all night. Like, I just need to get 1 yard faster. Like, he gets through there, and he's in this situation right here, and the safety makes a pretty good play, but he doesn't want that safety to make a play this year. And I show this because that's the stuff that has driven him to find a way to be 1 yard faster, and I truly believe, we'll see it come September, but I truly believe he got himself 1 yard faster this offseason. Elijah, again, and it might sound like a broken record, but he wants to be great. He's got enough speed and body control down the field to make the plays, but he also can get defenders to open up, defend the goal line, and stop on a dime where not many corners in this league are going to be able to redirect without any help and make the plays. What's also cool about it is he knows what he needs to clean up off this same stem. And you can see he just doesn't come out of it the most clean right here. And so where he's wide open with an explosive, hopefully we put this ball right on his face mask and we're running cross court for more explosive plays. And so those are just some things that really excite me for this kid, because not only does he have the heart, not only does he have the talent, but there's things to clean up in his game, and he knows that, and he's working really hard to get that done. Two of my favorite clips from him and Zach, just two rookies trying to figure out. We're running kind of that same route right there. He's running to 20 yards as fast as he can. He's hooking it up. We're doing our drop here in the back with Zach, and he's delivering an awesome ball to Elijah right here. A little bit later, we run the exact same play on the exact same hash, just a little bit further down on the field. The problem was this was man coverage, and there's variables out there. So Elijah put a little extra something twist onto it right there and absolutely gets this defender upside down. Zach didn't see it as man, so he did it the exact same time we did it all in routes on air and how we did it earlier in the first half. And they just did not connect on this one. And these are two right here, Zach and Elijah, that know there's no way this will happen again. The Tampa game is the easy one to go to, where he played some really good ball. He's going through his play fake and standing in there with the base and delivering an absolute strike right here. There's absolutely nowhere else he could put this ball, and there's really nothing more Braxton could do right there. And they make it happen. There's an explosive. He's getting to the top. He's taking one hitch, and he is absolutely ripping this to Keelan. And what was really cool about this clip is we signed this young man right here. who's a very, very, very talented football player. And that was the first thing he said to me. He's like, man, that little post that Zach threw versus us, like, that's when I knew this guy's got a lot of talent. So that's just been a huge emphasis for us, not just from week 1 to 17, but all off season. How can we make life simpler? And when life is not simple, when I call a bad play, which I'll call a lot of bad plays, when the protection breaks down, now Zach, you go do you. You do whatever's the best thing for the Jets offense for that particular play. We're a young squad still trying to figure this thing out, and I expect the veterans to play like veterans, and then also lead these young guys and show them the ropes, because there's an urgency that needs to happen when you're a first-year, second-year player. This league doesn't wait, and you need to get as good as you can, as fast as you can. You can't skip steps, though. We're worried about trying to be 1-0 in September. That's it. And I don't care about the yards. I don't care about the stats. Let's go out and execute the best we can and let the chips fall where they may.
Yeah, really for me it was, just to improve off of last year. How can I just keep getting better? Really finding the things I didn't feel like I did very well, and try to apply them. The coaches have come up with a good plan for us, and we've been working every single day, really in the quarterback room, to make sure we can do it. I think that was the coolest part is, ownership, GM, head coach reaching out, asking, who I like. Obviously they have the guys that they really like. I think it just goes a long way, as far as, the draft classes that I feel like I was a part of. And then this year I feel like, they did a really good job. I feel like they're doing everything they can to help me be successful, and then the team. I was extremely excited for the guys that we're bringing in for this next year. I feel like it was exactly what we needed and exactly what I wanted, and same with everybody else too. He was my top receiver that I kind of had in my ranking. And I think it was really just because of his overall ability. His ability to go up and get the ball was equally as good as it was in his route running, his ability to win the one-on-one, and then he's got very natural hands.
Strong hands by Garrett Wilson.
Brees is a big body guy. He's thick, he runs hard, and I think he's going to give us that other element in the passing game as well. That's what I'm really excited for. Let Brees get in space, do what he did in college, and go make some guys miss, pick up those extra yards after the catch.
Ball is loose. 30, 20, could go, and he will.
I think along with the organization, something that I really enjoy is just high character guys. I feel like it goes a long way when you have somebody with the right mindset and mentality that comes in and they want to win, they want to be great, they want to do everything for the team. I'm excited to see these new guys come in. They're going to have their rookie stuff just like we all did, and how can I help them just kind of get through that entire process and help them just be successful for this year, because we definitely need those guys. I think like what Flores kind of said before, on paper, we have everything that we need. How can we get the most out of everybody, I think, is the biggest thing. How can I play my best football, get the ball into these playmakers' hands, let those guys go make plays. They've done their part, and it's our turn now as players, to do what we need to do.
Good, everybody? Good morning. Welcome back, guys. Really appreciate all of you guys showing up. Much appreciated. Everything you do when you walk into the building, whether you wake up in the morning, it doesn't matter. Just show up. All right, guys, remind you guys on this mission statement. A commitment to consistently execute the details required to compete at our greatest level with loyalty and conviction. Everything we do as coaches is going to try to eliminate all this gray area. All right, you guys have heard me talk about it before, that gray area creates negativity because you're allowing someone else to fill in the void, right? So everything that we're going to try to do for you is to create black and white, so we're crystal clear in everything that we need to get done. Being our greatest every single day. Not the greatest, but our greatest. All right, whatever our greatest looks like, that's good enough. All right, just understanding that. Once you are a part of our family and part of what we do, guys, you will get everything out of us to give you everything you need, every resource you need to be the best you can possibly be. A lot of work goes into everything that we do on both sides. All right, make sure we go in with intent, with purpose, have conviction, all right, and believe it, all right? You gotta believe it. Because here's fact, all right? We're gonna start the story of the 2022 season today, right? Our whole story. We always talk about when you're writing the story of your own life, never allow another man to hold the pen. Period. We have a gap to close. And here's the real stat for you. We've got 12 consecutive division game losses. We've been outscored by our opponent 358 to 158. That's 16.6 per game. We have a gap to close. All right, showing up is the first step. Showing up is the first step, guys. How we grow and how we close that gap is going to depend on every person in this room, including me, myself. You guys feel me on that? That's real. 12 losses. That ain't for that ends this year.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, let's go.
Wednesday night. My name is Peter Schrager. I'm one of the hosts of Good Morning Football on NFL Network. So I haven't had a chance to really speak with any of these men since the draft, and I'm in the same boat you are. I want to hear the stories behind the stories and what really went down.
The story of the 2022 Jets began long before this offseason.
It's going to be an unbelievable offseason all the way across the board. Obviously, it starts in Mobile, and who knows where it ends, right?
The makings of an NFL team are rooted deep, marked by the triumphs and scars it takes to reach this point. On this foundation, in between the white lines, history is written every day. Every player their own journey.
I'm signing it right now, man. It looked good. It looked real good.
Once you hit the peak of one mountain, there's, it's just the base of the other one.
Each team their own tale.
I want to give you a chance to address these folks. These are the diehards. These are the folks that we do it all for. And
we're stacking one period into 2 periods, into one practice, into a week, we're just stacking days and weeks together, and then the big stuff's going to start falling into place. So I think there's a lot to be excited about, and I can't thank you guys enough for your support.
Every decision, each sacrifice,
it has to be built the right way. It has to be built a little slower than people want. There has to be some patience, and when it's time to swing, you make some big swings. I could see that this was the plan. Like, this is going to be the big leap.
Leading here.
And there he goes, Usama. It's on, it's picked up. That's Gardner.
To this moment.
That's Wilson running free. That pass is intercepted. Jordan Whitehead. Looking downfield, he's going to heave a bomb. Touchdown. Tyler Conklin.
A new beginning.